Hi, my name is Heather Queen. I'm a Rarity Nails Independent Expert Specialist. I just wanted to hop on and tell you about the latest thing with Rarity Nails, just released today. First, before we get started, if you already have a consultant, that's great. I'm sure they'll be able to help you with anything you need, including telling you how you can become a Rarity Nails consultant for free. And if you don't, I'm going to leave all my contact info in the description, including a link to my Facebook group, Heavensentnaturals with Rarity Nails and Young Living Oils. So let's get started. This is cranberry cocktail all-nighter, and our newest is 20 strips. I know, 2 more. Big deal, right? Well, I'm going to show you why it is. And even so, okay, a bigger thumb size. If you're like most people, then this is a thumb and this is a toe, right? So who cares about a bigger thumb size? Well, I'm going to show you, because I really think this one little strip is we're gonna do twice as many manicures and pedicures with one set than we could before. So let me show you one. Hold them together, and it looks like everything's about the same size, almost. And then we get down here, and look at this. See, it don't line up quite the same. They have eliminated this little pinky one, which... Let's go ahead and tear off this pinky now. And I'm sorry, I'm not opening up new packs here because I already butchered the first video. I'm going to try not to do that to this one, as I'm running out of sets here. But first, I already got this hand clean and ready to go. So, we all hear a lot about oily nails and using the alcohol and all that, but you don't hear a lot about dry nails. And it took me a while to figure this out. I have extremely dry nails, and that alcohol was causing it to dry out even more. So, and you won't find this online anywhere. I just figured it out by accident. I stopped using the alcohol, and now, instead, I use Young Living lime oil. I just wipe my nails off with it beforehand, and let it sit maybe a minute or two, and it works great. My strips now tend to stay on better and longer without chipping and messing up. Okay, there we go. Now, you see that gap? Let me see. Okay. See that gap that's left there? Now, let's try this new smallest size pink nail. Look at that. You got a little teeny tiny, if you can see it, and a little tiny gap there. And it might just need to come over from this side some more. See? So it is a lot bigger. And now see, if I needed that smaller one, and I'll show you more on the other nails would be better. But if I needed that smaller one, I'm just gonna keep pushing and bunching it up around the edges. As long as it's close, then you don't have to tear the bottom. I do need to stretch a little bit here though. But as long as it's close, you can just keep pushing and pushing and smoothing it out until you've got it around the edges without having to worry about pulling off anything from the bottom. So if you want to stretch them, first take the plastic off or it won't stretch. But you're just going to very, very gently take it between 2 fingers and just pull. Too much stretching can cause them to tear or have stretch marks or shrink, which is the worst thing. Let's see, I can get it on there almost. If you can see that, it's like right in the middle, but I've got a gap on both sides. So by the time I get done stretching enough to cover this nail, and I usually end up with some shrinkage. I mean, I can go sideways or crooked and get it covered better, but it is really annoying. So let's see if we can do it better with the new ones. See. See, I do have a small gap like the other, but it's actually about the same size as it was before I stretched the other. So watch me stretch it too much because this just needs us a little bit. Let's see. I have this light in my face here. Just perfect. Check it out. And it's barely stretched any. Of course, we have the larger thumbnail. And then we have no more. That tiny pinky nail is gone. Each strip is exactly the same size except for the last 3. And they're just a little bit bigger, which is going to be really great for those people with tiny nail beds, you know. But for those of us that need those small strips at the bottom, there's a lot more viable, usable options there. So that's going to be really great. It's going to help. I think you're going to probably get double what you would normally get out of it. If you normally only get 1 manicure and 1 pedicure, you're probably going to get 2 manicures and 2 pedicures. For me, I usually get 2 manicures and a pedicure, but I think it'd be real easy for me to get either 4 pedicures and 2 manicures, or maybe even 3 manicures and 3 pedicures. And yeah, we are paying $2 more a pack for them, but when you think about doubling, you're really doubling the size of your pack here with just these 2 extra strips. So
let me motivate you. Just let the lion guard the gate, and we can drift away. You're as lawless as a pack of teenage boys on drugs. I can't get enough. I don't need my feelings or the thoughts in my head. The only ones worth keeping come from the salt in your sweat. I don't want your money, I don't want your bullshit charm. I want your body parts until our bodies part. We don't play well with others. Tangled limbs possess the floor. Possess me more. Too comfortable for comfort. I know the worst is yet to come, but couldn't it be fun? I don't need my feelings or the thoughts in my head.